Hi guys, here's a quick example of how to create a voluntary enrichment assignment. So any activity that is not graded, just to be clear. When you're in your assignment screen on Canvas, click on the edit button and give your new activity a title. You can also update an existing assignment and make it ungraded or not graded. Here's how you do that. As usual, put your detailed instructions in the text box provided. Then, if you'd like, you can go back and add a screencast video using one of the tools I recommended in the staff instructions email that I sent out today. Also, down here below, the default is to have an online submission. And so the way you can avoid that is click on this display as grades and choose the drop-down menu that says not graded. You'll note that the submission box options disappear. You can still add a due date. Even though it's not graded, you can keep them in a routine by selecting a particular due date and adding a time, etc. It'll default to 11:59 p.m. if you don't add anything. So keep that in mind. That's pretty much it. The alternative, if you keep in mind that when you do this, let me show you, and you hit save, it says that there are no points assigned and they're submitting nothing, meaning that there's no submission window for the students to return things to you. If you wanted to see their optional results, then you could make this change as an alternative, and you'd go back here and make sure that if your former assignment used to be worth 50 points, just make that 0. You can still include the submission box with 0 points and hit the file upload, and then go down and hit save, and the following will result. It'll say 0 points and a file upload is available. So that means that you could still get their results from that activity, and it doesn't count anything toward their grades, since grades have been frozen as of March 13th. So keep that in mind. Other guidelines: you are allowed to let students work on missing assignments that were dated from March 13th backward to the beginning of the semester, but you're not to let them work on assignments that have grades attached to it until we meet face-to-face again. So that's it. Otherwise, get creative and keep your students on a routine, and I'll see you in a little while. I was thinking about doing a Zoom meeting on Monday, or a Google Meet on Monday, and I'll give you a time where we could discuss some of the things that I've said in the email. I've given you a bunch of things to think about, so go ahead and take a look at those tools, and we'll talk maybe around 11 or 12 on Monday. Thanks.